Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In today's session, we're going to discuss about sample questions on periodic trends, which is also called periodicity. This is mainly about studying the element, why it has been kept in a particular period and a particular group on a periodic table. So you need to study about the properties of all the element. There are 5 periodic trends we generally study, that is electron negativity, ionization energy, atomic size, that is atomic radius, metallic property, and also reactivity. So you can study all these trends in detail. So today I'm just gonna solve questions relevant to those and what are the possibilities the questions can be asked in EmSAT exam. So let's start with the very first question here. It says, arrange the following elements in order to decreasing atomic size. They're talking about size of an atom should be decreased, how it has been arranged. So you should be knowing from the periodic trend that, let's take about the periodic table. This is what you can see, how that element has been arranged on a periodic table. You should be knowing that. So as you go from the left to right across the same period, the atomic size of the atomic size decreases. Basically, the atomic radius of that particular element decreases, we say. So as we are going across the same period, it decreases. This is also situation. As you are going from the down to the top, from francium towards the fluorine, atomic radius decreases in this way as well. Similarly, when we are going from on the same group, when we are going from the top to the bottom side like this, atomic radius increases. Basically, the size of an atom increases because there are more number of electrons with that particular element, so its size increases. Okay, so this is the question based on this concept. Now, question asking you, arrange the following element in order of decreasing atomic size. Look at on the first case, lithium, sodium, potassium, and francium. So look at on the periodic table, recognize them. So lithium is here, sodium is here, potassium, francium means we are talking about in this order. And as I already mentioned, as we are going from the top to the down on the same group, atomic size increases, but we are asked to arrange in a decreasing atomic size, which is wrong. Similarly, let's go here, magnesium, calcium, silver, and mercury. So look at in this case, where are they located? Mg here, calcium here, Ag means again they are going downwards. Atomic size increases, but this option is also not true. Look at in this, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, sulfur. Not necessary to know the name of those. You can able to recognize because periodic table will be given to us. So where are those? Sodium is here, magnesium is here, aluminium is here, and sulfur. They all belongs to same period, that is period number 3. So as we are moving from left to right, the atomic size decreases. So this will be the right answer. So we should go with this is the right answer to the question what has been asked. This will help you to predict the size of an atom in the same period. Okay, that's how the questions can be asked. Question number 2 says, what is the general term applied to the elements in group 3 to 12? Select all that apply. This is the multi-select questions. What are the properties or the terms relating to the elements from group 3 to 12 are true? You have to select them all. By the way, which are the elements from group 3 to 12? So you should be knowing on the periodic table, which is called group, which is called periods. Okay. So the like a column wise, that is a straight line, whatever we could draw on the periodic table, these are called group. For example, this is the first group, second group, third group, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There are 18 groups are there and there are 7 periods are there. What are the periods? This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, this is about the period all the, like, the horizontal line which you can draw on, that are called the period. In the first period, there are two elements, hydrogen and helium. The purpose of them putting in the same period is because their valence electron, the electron in their outermost shell, are in the same energy level or at the same shell. That is the first cell. Okay, accordingly it has been arranged. Anyway, let's go to the question what has been asked. Question saying us, what is the general term applied to the elements in a group 3 to 12? Select all that apply. Now, if you look at on the periodic table, what are the general terms we can talk about the element? Basically, they are talking about the elements from here to here. So you should be knowing what are the general terms. So these elements are called transitional metals. Okay. So these all are called transitional metals. Transitional metals. And what are the other terms they have included? Let's see. The first, they are saying that group 3 to 12 are transitional metal. Yes, that is true. Metalloids. Metalloid means semi-metals. No, this is wrong. D block elements. Yes, those elements are also called it as D block elements. So you should be knowing that D block elements. Why we are calling them as a D block elements? Because while writing electron configuration, so the elements of their electrons will be filled in the D subshell. So if you look at on these two columns, that is first two groups are called S block elements, and these elements are called P block elements. This is transitional metals are called D block, and the least of elements what has been left here, these are called F block elements. So these are four subshells where the electrons can be filled, S, P, D, and F. So transitional metals are also called D block elements. So this statement is also true. Next saying, a group number 3 to 12 are halogens, which is wrong. Which elements are halogens? The 17th group element on the periodic tables are called halogens, and they are the most reactive non-metals. You should be knowing that. And they are saying that group number 3 to 12 are active metals. Active metals is also a wrong statement, because active metals, first two groups, S block elements, are also called it as active metals except hydrogen. Excluding hydrogen, S block element, these all are combinedly called as active metals, and that's why these are called transitional metals. So the true answer for this one is first one and the third one. That's how the questions can be asked on multi-select. Question number 3 here is, which of the following is true regarding the metals? So they're asking about which properties are true regarding that. Higher ionization energy, metal has higher ionization energy. So what do you say? What do you mean by ionization energy? Ionization energy is basically the minimum energy needed for the electron to be removed from the atom. So what amount of energy needed to remove an electron from an atom? So that is called ionization energy. But if you look at on the periodic table, you should be knowing this trend as well. Same like atomic size decreases, in the similar way, as you move from left to the right across the period, ionization energy increases. I can say ionization energy increases. Energy increases. It means to say, as we are going from metals towards the non-metal, ionization energy increases. From this one, I can conclude non-metal has greater ionization energy as compared to metals. So you can also say ionization energy increases in this way as well. As you go from the down left to the upright, ionization energy increases. Again, we are moving from the metals towards the non-metal, ionization energy increases. From this, we conclude non-metals has greater ionization energy as compared to metal. But here they are saying metal has higher ionization energy. Wrong statement. So the next one is metals has higher electron negativity. Now, what do you mean by electron negativity? Electron negativity is again a property of an atom. So when the two or more atoms are combining to make it as a compound, how strongly one atom can pull electrons of other while making a bond. That is called electron negativity. Like ionization energy, electron negativity increases in the same order. Whether I'm talking about ionization energy, this is equally true with electron negativity as well. Ionization energy, electron negativity, same way. As we are moving from left to right across the period, electron negativity increases. Down the down left to the top right, electron negativity increases. By the way, on a data sheet, so it will be given to us. See this as it is, periodic table will be given to you in exam based on electron negativity. You can see that if you look at in the same period, let's say for example, period 2, lithium has electron negativity of 1, beryllium 1.5, boron 2, carbon 2.5, nitrogen 3, and so on. From this one, what I can conclude, electron negativity increases as you go from left to right. Also, electron negativity increases as you go from down left to the top right. So it's well worth to know fluorine is the most electron negative element. Okay, so electron negativity for non-metal is higher, but not for the metal. So this statement is also wrong. Third option says higher malleability. What do you mean by malleability? Malleability is something like when you hammered that element, it can be converted into a sheet. For example, aluminum foil. Aluminium metal, when it has been hammered and it can be spreaded out into a sheet, that is the property of metal. This is true. Metals higher malleability, non-metal doesn't have. So this answer is the right option to this. Now, what is the fourth option they are saying? Does not conduct heat and electricity. Completely wrong. Metals are known for conductivity, conducting heat and electricity. So here they are saying metal does not conduct, which is wrong statement. So the third option is the right with relating to this question. Question number 4 says, given the name of the element that found on group 13 and period 3. Very simple question. You just need to look at on the periodic table, recognize which element is found on group 13 and period 3. So you have to look at into rows and the column and where that element belongs to. For example, here, again, I'll be naming group 1, group 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is the group 13, means element could be any among that. So when I'm talking about the period, which one? Period 1, period 2, period 3. So I have to look into the element which belongs to this period and belongs to this group. Now, which element I can say? I can check it out. Aluminium is the element belongs to group 13 and period 3. So check out, is there option aluminium? Yes. First choice is the right answer. So this is the element belongs to 13th group and period number 3. So that's simply a questions taking it from the periodic table. If you know which is period, which is group, you are able to do this. Let's talk about question number 5. It says, which of the following group of elements represents metalloids? Metalloids are also called it as semi-metals. So they have 50-50 properties, I can say. 50% property approximately of metal and remaining 50% property of non-metal. Example, silicon. Silicon is a metalloid or semi-metal. Why I'm saying so? Silicon is brighter like a metal and brittle like a non-metal. It means it shines like a metal, but it can be easily breakable. So that's such elements are called metallites, and they generally separates metal and non-metal on the periodic table. So as we have seen here, you can see that these are the elements which are called metalloids, and it is well worth to know for chemistry exam, not only for EmSAT, but for the any chemistry related exams. See, boron, silicon, germanium up to polonium, they all are called metalloids or non-metal. There are only 7. Please remember them. So these are all called. So I have to select an option which has These are all the elements. All may present or may not, but I have to select the elements. Which are those? Which are those we are talking about? Boron, silicon, germanium, polonium. Yes, these all are called metalloids or non-metals. So as I already know this answer, no need of checking other options. Okay, that's it. So as I know clearly, this is the option. Let's work on question number 6, which will be the last question for today. Which of the following statement is true? Again, they're asking you about some statement which are true. Atomic radius decreases as you go across the period from left to right. I think we discussed a lot about the size of an atom, and this statement is true because only one statement will be true. So atomic radius decreases as you are going from left to right across the period. Atomic radius decreases, the size of an atom decreases. This statement is true, so this will be the answer. Now let's clarify why can't we, as we are not doing exam, we are just learning. Let's clarify with why can't other options be. Atomic radius increases as you go across the period from left to right. They are talking in opposite way, which is wrong statement. Metallic property increases as you go across the period from left to right. If you look at on the periodic table, as this side are metals and right side are non-metals. So as you are going from left to right, metals are getting metallic property decreasing, non-metallic property increasing. But the question is non-metallic property increasing, basically the non-metals are there on the right side of it. But question they are saying metallic property increases as you go across the period from left to right. Wrong statement. Last option is electron negativity decreases as you go across the period from left to right. We saw on the data sheet as well. Here, electron negativity increases as you go from left to right across the period, but option saying decreases, which is wrong statement. This is how you will able to eliminate the options whichever could not be. It's not necessary that you have to know the 100% about the subject, but if you have a knowledge, some of the questions you can eliminate and you can choose it from the remaining. All right, that's it for today. I'll be meeting you guys in the next video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that whenever I upload a new videos, you will be notified. Thank you so much and all the best.